Hello everyone, welcome to my first video of plane spotting at Schiphol airport. We're now at the McDonald's and we're at the runway Buitenvelderbaan. We hope to see some beautiful airplanes today and well, come take a look. Alright, so we have a plane taking off, a Star Alliance livery. A320. In the background a 777 taxiing. There he goes. Beautiful. Look at that beautiful turtle. Wow. Alright, and we also see over there the newest version of the Transavia A321. If you can see it right over there. There's the newest version and there's the old version. That's more minty green and that's more dark green. And there's another plane taking off right over there. A 737. He's coming. There he is. Background some police. Schiphol. There is the 777 lining up. There goes the 737. There goes the 777. There's another one lining up. Wow, the noise of the airplane is amazing. There it goes. This would be a beautiful shot. Airplane taking off in front of the Schiphol Tower. Yeah, it's an A330. Sorry about that. There goes the bird watch, bird control of Schiphol. There it goes. Stay until this plane takes off and then I'll move to another spot so a bit closer so we can get an extra good view. Watch deck of Schiphol with the old Fokker that they used to have over there. Fokker 70, I believe. I don't know if I'm right. There's also LOT lining up and a KLM City Hopper A195 E2. There it goes. Oh no. There is a 737 over there taking off on that runway. So I gotta wait. Look at that. Pretty long takeoff. Does he abort? Oh, that's oh no, there he goes. There he goes, into the skies. There goes the 777. there he goes, takeoff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's also a 747 and a private jet landing right over there. Let's see if I can follow it. There it is. I'm gonna look if I can get a better spot. And see you. Well guys, I'm just in time for the A330 takeoff. Here are those screaming engines. In the background you can see a tail fin of the A380 of Emirates. There it goes. There he goes. There's the A380 taking off. There's already a 737 A coupe. And in the background, the newest airplane of the fleet of KLM, the A321neo. There's a KLM 747 cargo taxiing. I think they're waiting for approval for the Boeing 747 to cross the runway. But they're both standing still. So now it's just waiting for approval. And the 737-800 cockpit. The screaming engines. There's already a airframe. See the 747 still waiting. It's very windy out today. Whoa, that's steep. That's very steep. And there's the A3. There's the A321. Now there's the A321neo. Beautiful colors. The recognizable blue color of KLM. And the 747 is crossing the runway at the moment. Can we see it? Yeah, there's the nose. There's the full aircraft. And you can see that this 747 was first meant for passengers, but then turned into cargo. that you can recognize from the upper deck. The cargo made, the 747s made for cargo have a small upper deck, and the passenger cargo have a larger upper deck. And there goes the A321neo. Very good. There's a Turkish Airlines A330 lining up, and now a 737-800. There's the Turkish Airlines A330, beautifully lining up. On one side the tower, on one side the A330. And if I'm right, we're going to see the A380 taking off in a bit too, because it started moving. There it goes. Again, sorry for the wind guys. I cannot change it. It's just the Dutch weather. Wait, there's engines. Here we have a 737-800, I believe. Yeah, 800. There's a 737-700 taxiing. Just crossed the runway. Got some birds. Maybe we have the firefighting truck over there. Going really fast. And there's also a A330 coming this way. So we'll wait for the A330 to come this way and take off. In the background we also see the A380 move in. Yeah. So hopefully it takes off right over here. We have a spectacular view of the A380 Emirates going to Dubai. There's the A330 coming close. They're gonna let the 737 KLM 800 take off first. The A330, also called the buttering machine, because of its landing gear, its tilting landing gear. There's the 737. There's now a fueling A320 coming on the runway, so the A330 is really gotta wait. This might take a while. And behind the A330 we see the A380 emerging from its gate. Very beautiful with the two upper decks. The A330 could go at any moment now. The fueling has took off. And look at the A380. What a monster. Beautiful. I think it's going now. We might be able to see the tilting landing gear when taking off. There it goes. It's moving. There it goes. Yeah, you can see a bit the tilting landing gear. Almost vertically. And here comes the Astra A320. And behind it the A380. And behind the A380 a KLM 777. First we're going to see the Astra A320 taking off. Very, very windy. But look at that A380. So beautiful. So beautiful. And I hope it goes full thrust so we can really hear it and feel it. But I think there goes the A320. Yes. Almost no flaps. So pretty long runway. I'm curious how much flaps the A380 has, because it of course needs a longer runway. There it goes. Now the A380 can line up. What a beast. Sorry for the shakiness. It's just very, very windy. There's a Embraer, I think, yeah, a Embraer A195 E2 taking off. Look at that. Wow. With the Emirates logo or some kind of word on the motor or on the engine. And the Dubai flag. There's the Embraer E2. There it goes. And a Transavia 737-800 going first. There's a police helicopter taking off too, right over there. And also the A380 is almost taking off. Look, they fly over the runway. There's not much flap for the A380. There it goes. You see them using the rudder because it's just so windy out here today. There it goes. The king of the sky, the A380, beautifully. You can also see on that red and white thing that it is very windy out today. A bit of a cold wind. That don't matter for the planes, but for me it does. That bird is also come towards the 777 takeoff. There we have the A380 turning to Dubai. And I think after this takeoff I will end the video because there's not much today and it's very cool. KLM, the oldest airliner in the world, 106 years old. A lot of history here. Also, Schiphol has begun in 1960 and now is one of the most largest airports in the world, taking over 16 million passengers a year, and is just amazing to recognize from its tower, the ATC, very recognizable. And KLM as his home base right over here. You can see the hangar over there. There's also one over there, and also of Transavia and Martin Air. It's all, I believe it's all Dutch, at least KLM is. And they're planning to build a new terminal and a double taxiway from the Polderbaan, I believe. And I believe also that will be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Do not forget to like and subscribe.